Welcome to Noble Hope Academy. If this is your first time to be in this channel, please subscribe, comment, like, and share my videos. In this lesson, we are looking at balancing chemical equations. So, how do we balance chemical equations, and what does the word balancing means? Balancing means the atoms on the left side of the equation are the same as the number of atoms on the right hand side of the chemical equation. Take for example, you have a reaction where hydrogen is reacting with the oxygen to give you water. In this equation, we have atoms of hydrogen, and then we also have atoms of oxygen to give you water. So in this case, we have to know the elements. Our elements here, we have hydrogen. The other element that we have is the oxygen. Now you're going to check either side of your chemical equation. This side, we have the left. The other side, you have the right. So, here we have how many atoms of hydrogen? On the left hand side, we have 2. How about on the right hand side? On the right hand side, we are having 1. So it means we have to do something about the, actually this side also we have 2. Yes, we have 2. Then we go on oxygen. Oxygen we have 2. And then on the other side, we have 1. Yes. 2 and then 1. So it means the number of atoms of oxygen, they are not balancing on the left side and then on the right side. So what are you going to do? Multiply the number of atoms of oxygen by 2. So if you multiply, it means on this side we are going to be having times 2, then we can change here also times 2. Now, multiplying the right hand side times 2 could possibly affect the number of hydrogen atoms. So you go and check again, you do the rechecking. So on the right hand side you are having 4 now of hydrogen, and then this side you are having 2 of hydrogen. It means again this side you're going to multiply by 2, such that now you have 4 of hydrogen on the left hand side and then 4 of hydrogen on the right hand side. The way this equation is appearing, it is in such a way that you're having 2 of hydrogen and then there is a hidden 1 on oxygen. So since we already have atom of oxygen as 1, we now ignore that 1 there. So we have 1 times 2 giving us 2, and then we have 2 times 2 giving us 4. That is for hydrogen atoms. Then on this other side, we have just oxygen, 2 atoms of oxygen. Then this side we have 2 times 2 giving us 4 atoms of hydrogen. Let us look at another example. This is 1. Example 2. Look at a reaction where sodium is burning in oxygen to give you sodium oxide. So, in this example, we have sodium and oxygen as our elements in this case. So we look at the left hand side of the equation, and then we also look at the right hand side of the equation. So on the left hand side, we have sodium 1, then on the right hand side we have sodium 2. It means we have to do something about sodium on the left hand side. So we shall multiply by 2. That is for sodium. Then we check oxygen. Oxygen is 2 on the left hand side, then on the right hand side, oxygen is 1. So it means again we have to do something about oxygen. So we need to multiply our right hand side of the equation by 2 such that we can have 2 atoms of oxygen. Now after multiplying the right hand side by 2, it affects the number of atoms of sodium. So the one on the right hand side will become 4, whereas the one on the left hand side is going to remain 2. So it means it is going to change to 4. So that we have 4 on the left hand side and then 4 on the right hand side. So another example is where we can have a reaction of sodium hydroxide with the hydrochloric acid. Let us look at the third one. Sodium. We have sodium hydroxide reacting with the hydrochloric acid. So here we are forming sodium chloride plus water. So in this case, which elements do we have? We have sodium, we have oxygen, we have hydrogen, we have chlorine. So we shall check on the left hand side of the equation and also on the right hand side of the equation. Let us start with sodium. So on the left hand side of our equation, sodium is 1. Then on the right hand side of the equation, sodium is also 1. So there we are clear. Then oxygen, on the left hand side it is 1. And then on the other side it is 1. So that one is also clear. Check on hydrogen. Hydrogen here we have 1 and then another one here. So we have 2. 2 for hydrogen. And then the other side we have 2. Good. So we also have 2 there. Then chlorine, we have chlorine 1, and then we have also chlorine 1 there. It means our equation is a balanced equation. So we can look at our last example. Let us have a reaction. The first one, where we're having decomposition of calcium nitrate. Undergoing decomposition. And we are having calcium oxide plus nitrogen dioxide. Then we have oxygen. So in this equation, we are having which atoms? We have atoms of calcium. We have the atom of nitrogen. We have atom of oxygen. So we look at the left hand side of our equation and then on the right hand side of our equation. So you check calcium 1. This side we have calcium 1. So then we check on nitrogen. Nitrogen, remember we are balancing our equation. We keep on trying, trial and error. So we have 2. Then we have 1. Oh, we have 1 on nitrogen.
Yes.
We go on oxygen. We have 2 times 3.
6.
We have 6 on this. And then you check this side. We have 2, we have 4, we have here 5.
Yes.
Okay, so we have issue here. We have a 6, then we have a 5. We need to do a balancing. This side we have a 2, we have what? A 1. We need to do a balancing. Now, how do we make this side to be, this side between 2, and then how do you make this side to be 6? That is the question we are having. Now let us check. What if if I do this? Let me try to multiply this one by 2. And I see what will happen. This one here is going to become what? 4. And then the oxygen will go to, let me check. Oxygen will go to 4, 6, 7. Oxygen goes to 7. But I don't want the number of oxygen atoms to go to 7. Now, what if I have this one by a half? A half times 2 gives you what? 1. And in case I don't want my equation to have fractions, I'm going to multiply the whole of my equation times 2 to remove the half. So I have this one times 2, I will have 1. Then this one times 2, I will have 4. This one times 2, I will have 2. This one times 2, then I have 2. I go back and check my equation. On the left hand side, I'm going to be having calcium 2, calcium 2. Nitrogen, I'll be having 2 times 1 times 2, that is 4. Then here I'll be having nitrogen 4. Oxygen, I'll be having 2 times 2, that is 4. 4 times 3, that is 12. Then this side I'll be having 2 plus 8 plus 2. That is also 12. It means we have a balanced equation. So, let me give you an exercise. So, balance this equation. Take for example, I have hydrogen peroxide undergoing decomposition to give me water and oxygen. 2, take for example, I have magnesium sulfate reacting with lead to nitrate. So here I'm going to be having magnesium. Actually, let me have potassium nitrate. So I have magnesium nitrate, and then I have potassium sulfate. So you can try to balance these two chemical equations. Thanks for attending this lesson. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, comment, like the videos, and share. Have a nice time.